To take a seat, please. We're going to get underway in a moment. Tēnā koutou katoa to the inaugural meeting of the Rural Community Board. I'm going to start by asking Father David to give us an opening karakia.
To the Rural Community Board, as you begin this part of your journey and we begin this part of today's proceedings, I offer you these words of prayer. Spirit of justice, help us to make and keep our communities a home for all its different peoples, and grant to our Rural Community Board imagination, skill and energy, that there may grow amongst our communities aroha and peace. Eternal God, we ask you to bless the Rural Community Board. Grant that through their discussions and decisions, they may solve problems effectively, enhance the well-being of our communities, and achieve together a fairer and more united Heretaunga Hastings. God, our Creator, when you speak, there is light and life. When you act, there is justice and love. Grant that your love may be present in their meetings, so that what they say and what they do may be filled with aroha, rongo and hari. Amen.
A very warm welcome. We know that the crest of Hastings is town and country in unison, and we also know that Hastings' prosperity has always been tied up with the performance of our what is a primary sector export-based economy. 3 of every 5 export dollars earned in Hawke's Bay is earned in Hastings. We account for 80% of the productive land of the region, and how our farm gate and orchard gate go is basically how our prosperity and our urban centres go. And so it's absolutely critical that the voice of the rural community is heard and represented. And February 2023 highlighted just how lucky we are that there is a strength of community in our rural communities, and it also taught us the importance of a Rural Community Board, and I want to acknowledge the Rural Community Board members from that time and the incredible work that happened in the days, weeks, months and years, and is still ongoing in our rural community. So my job this afternoon is to swear each of the members, including the council appointees, and chair the meeting until the board has elected its chairperson. The chairperson will then make his or her declaration as chairperson of the Rural Community Board and assume the chair for the remainder of the meeting, which is hopefully not going to take much long after the declaration. So on that note, it is my pleasure to invite Isabel Crawshaw forward for her declaration of.
I, Isabel Sally Crawshaw, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform, in the best interests of the Hastings District, the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. I forgot my signature.
Thank you, Izzy. Now, my lovely assistant, the host with the most, can escort you to your seat. He does actually do quite a bit more than that at council, to be fair. Now, my pleasure to call Abby Jane Morley.
I, Abby Jane Morley, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Hastings District the powers, authorities and the duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act.
You all right? Okay. Move forward now, Peter.
I, Pete McLennan, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skills and judgment execute and perform the best interest of the Hastings District and the powers, authorities and duties vested in me or imposed upon me as member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. No, I'll be on it. You're right.
As we know, at the council meeting, the council made decisions about which three councillors would sit on the Rural Community Board. Obviously goes without saying our rural wards, so Mohaka and Comminity, and I am nominated to be the Takitimu representative on the Rural Community Board. So, Simon, I'd like to call you.
Let's do this again. I, Siam Daniel, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skills and judgment execute and perform to the best interest of the Heretaunga Hastings District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Officials Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act dated at Hastings this 11th of November 2005. Ko au te whenua, ko whenua ko au.
Now, my privilege to call forward Alicia Milne.
I, Alicia Milmine, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of Hastings District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. Thank you.
Pleasure to invite Derek Noel to speak up.
I, Derek Lincoln Noel Eustick, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Hastings District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as member of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act, dated at Hastings this 11th day of November 2025. Just kidding.
Thank you, Nigel. Good afternoon, kia ora, community board members. Congratulations. We're going to deal with agenda item 5 first, which relates to a selection of a voting system. Agenda item 6 relates to the election of a board chair, but what we have to do first is determine the voting system should we receive more than one nomination for chair. So, in respect of agenda item 5, I'll take the report as read. It relates to system A for voting, which is a member securing a majority of the votes present, which would be 4, or system B, a member or a nominee, just simply receiving the most numbers of the votes. So, is there any questions on the voting systems? Any questions at all, folks? Okay, can I have a recommendation for a voting system, please?
My preference would be the second one.
System B, so you're moving that. Do we have a seconder for that, please? Have a seconder? Okay, I'll put that recommendation. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, folks. So the voting system that we're going to use, should it be needed, will be voting system B. Now we move on to agenda item 6, and we're going to call for nominations for the position of Chair of Hastings District Rural Community Board. Can I have a nomination, please?
I would like to nominate Isabel Crawshaw.
All right, thank you. Do we have any other nominations? Okay. We don't have any further nominations, so there's no need for a voting system. So I will put the recommendation. I take it that you're happy to be the...
Yeah.
Okay, we have a nomination then for Ms Cranshaw to be Chair of the Rural Community Board. I don't think I need a... Okay, can I have a seconder for that nomination? That's been moved since. I'll put that recommendation that Ms Crawshaw is the Chair of the Hastings District Rural Community Board. I put that. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Any against? Thank you, that's carried. So what we'll do now is you get to swear another declaration as Chair. Then you'll take up the chair and you'll take over the nominations for Deputy.
I, Isabel Sally Crawshaw, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Hastings District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as Chair of the Hastings District Rural Community Board by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. As I delightfully fumble my way through the rest of the meeting. Oh, great start. Cool. We'll carry on with item 6. We need to appoint a deputy chair. Can I please call for nominations for deputy chair?
I would like to nominate Abby Morley.
Cool. Are there any other nominations? Abby, you happy to accept your nomination? Wonderful. Can I have someone second that nomination, please? Thank you. Councillor Milmine. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Against? Carried. Cool. We'll move to item 7. We've got a conflicts of interest report and Scott is going to speak to this.
As your oath recognised, we're a creature of statute and we have some boxes to tick that statute gives us, and this is one of the less enjoyable ones of those. So there's this report and there's also a parallel companion one that deals with some of the legislation that affects you as you perform your role as members of the board. My door's always open, as is my cell phone always on. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Are there any questions? Cool. Well, we have a recommendation on page 20 that the Hastings District Rural Community Board receive the report titled Conflicts of Interest dated 11th of November 2025. Can I please have someone move that recommendation? Thank you. And a seconder? Abby, thank you. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Any against? Carried. Cool. Cool. Item 8, legislation affecting members. Scott, again?
More of the same.
We'll take the report as read. Are there any questions? Cool. Well, we have a recommendation that Rural Community Board receive the report titled Legislation Affecting Members dated 11th of November 2025. Can I please have someone move that? Alicia, thank you. Someone second it. Thank you. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Any against? Carried. Cool. Item 9, remuneration. It's a great topic to talk about. For the new term of the Hastings District Rural Community Board, Louise, are you going to speak to this?
Sure. Thank you, Madam Chair. The Remuneration Authority sets the remuneration for all elected members, including the Hastings District Rural Community Board, and those are the relevant figures there in terms of the chairperson's remuneration and the community board remuneration. So it's just a noting paper.
Cool. So there's obviously no debate on how much is there. Are there any questions? Cool. Awesome. Well, we've got 2 recommendations there. One is that we receive the report, and the second one is that we note the following remuneration is payable to the members. Can I please have someone move that recommendation? Thanks, Abby. Seconder, Councillor Milman. Thank you. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Any against? Carried. Cool. Item 10, date of our first ordinary meeting, which there will be a debate on. Louise?
Oh, sorry. So we are recommending that the first ordinary meeting of the District Rural Community Board will be on the 8th of December. Don't push them up.
Now, what if we know we can't make that date already? Can we pick another? Can we move it? Do we have to do that now, or can we do that offline? Do it now?
Just needs to be 14 days.
Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot make the 8th of December because I have another board meeting. Propose to move it 1 week to the following Monday. Might be hard for the councillors to... I don't know if the councillors will be able to sign it off now without their calendars. Cool. All right. Cool.
You don't need to touch it.
Oh, I don't touch it.
Do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't. Oh, thank you. Okay. Cool. Well, I would like to change recommendation B that the first ordinary meeting of the Hastings District Rural Community Board be held on the 15th of December 2025. Can I please have someone move that recommendation? Thank you. And a seconder. Abby, all those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Any against? Carried. Beautiful.
Time.
Done. Cool. Do we have someone that would like to do a closing karakia for us? Otherwise I'll have to go get my phone. Yeah?
Kia tai, kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou ariki a Iukareiti, me te aroa te atua, me te whiwhina teitanga, ki te wairua tapu, ake